Alright, so I cannot believe I am saying this, but I'm gonna miss school. That's it. I'm gonna completely miss school. When it's over, it's done in 4 days. We end on the 10th. Black Widow's coming out on the 9th, and on Thursday, last day of school, um, Loki's coming out. Yay! Celebration. Anyways, um, now I did announce in one of my videos that I would be doing a Crazy Craft series. We actually did, and I recorded 1 or 2 videos. I never actually uploaded them though, because we wound up quitting the series after 2 days. Now, normally I'm not one to quit a Minecraft series. I finished the Sky Factory 4 series, and now I'm intent on finishing the Sky Factory 2.5 series. But our base got destroyed twice. Once by Godzilla. It was irreversible. You could not repair, and you couldn't kill him in creative for some reason. So we had to load it back up. And then it happened again with this like super ender dragon that destroyed pretty much everything. So in the end we kinda quit and we're like, you know what, let's do something else, and we loaded up Sky Factory 2.5. So there's actually one thing I do want to show you guys. But in the meantime, let me talk about other stuff. Okay, so I also quit my Minecraft mod. Why is this? Well, I didn't really see an end to the actual mod. I just saw me doing it for eternity with no end, and I didn't really want to do that. What I wanted, what I found out through that mod was that I love making coding anything as long as it involves object-oriented programming. If it's not object-oriented, I hate it. I don't want to do it. So stuff that isn't object-oriented would be stuff like math. Like, I like programming itself, however I just don't like non-object oriented programming. I'm not sure why, I just don't. But here is my Sky Factory 2.5 world that I'm playing with my friends Ben, once again. We did Sky Factory 4, he loves computers as well, so I don't feel like it's a surprise that he likes Sky Factory. Um, I actually just came back from a birthday party. It was really fun, actually. Um, and we did hide and seek. We watched a movie, 2 movies actually, Jackass, and I'm actually really excited for the fourth Jackass to come out. It's coming out in was it like October of this year? So quite a while to go, but still pretty excited. So right here, I just have this fluid tank that's holding a bunch of water, and the sprinkler is sprinkling all of these plants, which in turn will make them grow faster. Over here, I have this mob grinder that I made. Auto kills them, of course, but I have no way to collect it, which I do need to do. So I'm just gonna. What I do right now is just this, and then I break. Whoa! Almost broke the wrong thing, and I break those bottom pieces afterwards. Not the best system, but it works for now. Um, Over there, I have a little farm that I'm making, but it's really hell to make dirt right now. I really gotta get those fertilizing lily pads. Thank God I have a couple already, lily pads already. I'm just gonna grab some wheat on the way to make some bread. Oh, we don't have a really good source of food so far. Okay, so why exactly did I quit Sky Factory? Well, I mean, the Minecraft mod. Well, I didn't have a plan for it, which is the major. If I Okay, when I look back at all of the projects I've quit, I recently saw a pattern. For each project that I quit, I didn't have a plan. It was just me trying something, right? Me trying something and just without any like real goal. Just the goal was just to do the project. It wasn't to finish it. There was no ending intended, or in mind at least. I think that was the main screw up for all of my projects, and in this case, the mod that I made. The fact that I didn't have a set goal in mind. Um, secondly, while I loved making the project, started feeling really repetitive. Now, of course, coding is going to feel repetitive, but this was different somehow. It just felt like it wasn't going anywhere, even though I was adding new items and everything. Now, I didn't get past the plunger, actually. Well, actually, I did. I started making the entity. But at that point, I realized I really need more coding experience if I want to do this. And if I want to make a mod, I've got to actually plan it. Or else I'm not really doing anything. I'm just doing I'm just modding, period. Um, so in the end, I stopped making the mod. Maybe one day I'll come back to it. I don't know. I doubt it. I think what's gonna happen is, if I do ever make a Minecraft mod again, I'm gonna be planning it, because that's what I've realized I need to keep doing if I actually want to finish these projects. Okay. Right now I'm just putting stuff back. I actually got this, diamond wand. It's really useful. Anyways. I'm just gonna go down here, and I want to show you the system I made. So my friend Ben made a smeltery. He wants to build a reactor because he loves reactors, and I showed him the Draconic Evolution reactor. Here, I can show it to you. It's hilarious. Draconic Evolution reactor. It's this thing. He's like, oh my gosh, I need that in my life. It's hilariously awesome. So I've got this little system set up. It's automating ores. Kind of. It's automating broken ores, which I set up a couple days ago. And again, just like my Sky Factory 4 thing, it's like the sapling thing, but because Sky Factory 2.5 is very different, works differently. So, Sky Factory 2.5, we have the Extra Utilities mod. Not the Extra Utilities 2, but the Extra Utilities 1. So Extra Utilities 1 comes with this transfer node, which essentially you know, it's like an extraction node, like in the regular Sky Factory. However, this one, you can actually put these upgrades called World Interaction Upgrades, and this allows you to interact with the environment. In this case, what I've got is some cobblestone right here, and water and lava, water source block, lava source block next to it. Now, with that world interaction upgrade inside of the transfer node that's being piped out of the cobblestone, it's essentially a cobblestone generator, but a lot faster. So it's constantly pulling cobblestone out, as you can see. And then it's all going over into these transfer pipes, into these crucibles. Now when you put cobblestone in a crucible, and that crucible is under something that's hot, for example, I think there's one called it's this blazing pyrotheum bucket, and or you could put it under a torch or lava. The best is pyrotheum dust, though, because it's just a lot more. How do I say this? It's hotter. Yeah, it's just hotter. However, it does set things on fire, so that's one thing you have to watch out for when you use it. Even the stuff that's non-flammable, such as, for example, something that's flammable would be wood, of course. So this is constantly piping cobblestone into here, which is constantly being melted by the lava. And all that lava is being sucked out using these transfer nodes. You can see there's lava. And going into these transfer pipes and being brought into these lava generators. So, infinite cobblestone equals infinite lava equals infinite lava being pumped into these lava generators, which in turn creates power out of that lava. Right? So, then that lava generator is placed next to an automated hammer, which actually is an upgrade diamond hammer in here, an automated hammer, and a auto sieve. And then over here, any extra cobblestone will go into this barrel, which is full right now. And additionally, just to make sure it's always full, we have a separate cobblestone generator right here that's constantly sucking cobblestone out just like the other one worked and putting into this barrel. Then all of that cobblestone in that barrel is thrown into an item duct system, which is essentially which is basically a more fancy transfer pipe system. This one's by Thermodynamics, and this one's from Extra Utilities. This is transferring through the item duct, and actually what's really cool is that it uses this servo to suck things out. And it transfers it all into the auto hammers, which are being powered by the lava generators, infinitely powered. And in the auto hammer, it destroys cobblestone and turns it into gravel automatically. And then all that gravel is being piped through the servo into the item duct into the autosieve, where autosieves the gravel, turns all of this into broken ore, and the additional lapis, emeralds, flint, and diamonds. Now what I need to do now, and coal and flint. What I need to do now is create a third floor beneath this in order to pipe all of these items down into a new system that auto crafts all the broken ores, just like this, a 4x4 area, into iron ore gravel, because then this iron ore gravel can be brought upstairs over past the wheat fields into a furnace and smelted to make iron. Ain't that cool? Did I just say ain't? Jesus Christ. Okay. And in the meantime, I do need to move this entire system because this isn't good right now. I need to move it over there, and it looks like animals are spawning along with a spider. Now, I'm fine with the animals, but that spider should not be there. And I'm just gonna hit it off. Come on, W tap. There we go. So I'm just gonna collect this stuff now. Now, don't worry. I'm not only playing video games. Ooh, I got silicon. Awesome. Don't worry. I'm not only playing video games with all my time. I'm playing more video games than I've ever played before. No, I'm just kidding. What I've been doing, additionally, is this new project. Now, you might be saying, oh, but you're just gonna quit it again. Well, actually, I do not. I really want to finish this game. It's been really fun so far. I created my brand new system, and guess what? It's not in Unity, it's in Java, which is, I think it's awesome, and I can show you that project right now. Now, I'm not going to show you the project plan because that's confidential. I just don't want to share it right now until I'm done with the project. And actually, don't even want to share it when I'm done with the project just because I want to publish it somewhere. For example, maybe on Steam. That would be cool. But I'm coding it in Java, and I actually got Undertale because it looks fun, but also because I wanted to see how that style of game is, and I really love writing, especially in English class, and that kind of philosophical writing, so I decided, hey, why not combine those two, create a story game. I've never done that before. I thought it'd be a pretty cool adventure to do. So I've already started making that, but so far I haven't actually made any of the actual items in the game. I'm still planning out the game. All I've made is the framework for the actual game to be made in. So like when I actually want to make the game, I can just make the items. I can just make all the artwork and implement all the items and stuff. That way, when I'm doing that, I don't have to deal with creating, for example, the J-frame, or the actual window, or the canvas, or how the framework for the objects, and all that. So I'll show that to you in a second. Let me just open up IntelliJ in the meantime. Our source of food right now is really bad. We're just eating monster jerky. I do need to finish setting that thing up, but that requires me to grow a lot of trees, which I don't really want to do because it's a lot of work, but whatever. I do want to make myself some iron armor though, so I might do that at some point. Do I have an iron chest plate? Alright, I'm just gonna take that. What if okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put this on. So I'm not sure what that upgrade down there is for. Sorry, what goes into that upgrade slot in the auto sieve right here is, can I put a book in here? No, I cannot. Okay. I'll have to Google that in a second. Okay, I do want to make some armor because of that, the monsters that randomly spawn. And actually, we can check something off in the achievement book. Let's go into the achievement stand. Okay, so we've done this. Make a field of grass 25 blocks away for spawning animals. We've done that. Upgrade an nope. Prepare a farming space for several crops. That's what I'm actually doing. Craft an iron seed. Craft a diamond seed. Okay, that's kind of like later in the game. Let's see, iron seed. Yeah, it's from magical crops. Let's see, Minicio seeds. Ooh, that's actually pretty intense. Okay, I do have a lot of Minicio though. Let's see, how do I upgrade these? Ooh, it's just a bunch of essence. Durability, infinite. Okay, so that's gonna be a pain to make. Alright, so that's like more end game stuff. Okay, so let's grab some of this. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh wait, I have a hoe in my inventory. And additionally, you can use these seeds to plant. I thought I had more. Come on. I have so many regular seeds. Or at least I thought I did. Here's more. Any more? I swear to God, we have more. There's no way we don't have more. Ooh, iron. Ooh, here, seeds. Oh, we have a slimy sapling. Awesome. We have essence. That's good. So we can make this other essence thing. I mean, infusion stone. Yeah, okay. Ooh, diamonds. Alright. So, let's just use this here. Because we need as much grass as possible. And then, of course, let's make some bread. And put that in here to cook. Okay, so let's actually look at my project so far. So I created this brand new system for me to make my game. I actually really like it. So looking at the two projects that I base the system on, the Minecraft mod. So yes, I did get something out of the Minecraft mod. And of course the Robbers and Raiders project, which that was actually really useful. Okay, so you know what, we're gonna need iron. So what did I pull from those? Well, the Robbers and Raiders. I pulled out the kind of this run method, the stop and start method, the render method, and the tick method, the display, and the initialization, although it's a bit different because now I have the post initialization and the pre-initialization. I also pulled out the image loader. but I placed it in the utilities package this time instead of the graphics package, which I don't actually have. Instead, I have this assets package. Additionally, I have this fonts package. I forgot what this is from, but I did pull this from my old project, Battery Man, this time. And yeah, so I actually hooked it up to Git too. So let's run it. This is all I have so far, and I can use the arrow keys to move this around. That's this test item. I'm gonna change the font, obviously. This was just a test font. You can see in my resources folder, I have my test font and my test item, as you can see. What else did I pull? Well, I also pulled this item class. Well, not really. The kind of structure, you know. It's in the entity folder. There's an entity manager, and then there's an entity class, abstract class, and then nested abstract classes such as the item. And yeah, but it's of course changed a bit to suit my needs, or at least suit how I want to make this project. Now, I also changed the way that textures work. So, whenever you want to get a texture, and instead of having one sprite sheet, because I know Minecraft used to do that, but god damn it, that was such a hassle. Because essentially you had to crop out and you had to get the coordinates of each image inside of that one sprite sheet. That's just annoying. So I realized, hey, Minecraft does this differently, so why not do it differently as well? So instead, just for each item, I have its own texture, and I get the texture by calling this static class, so I can call it from anywhere. I do get item texture, and I pass in the unlocalized name, which is a concept I pulled from my Minecraft mod. And the unlocalized name is always going to be the same name as the actual image, and so therefore it's going to return a image that with the path of the assets folder within the resources folder. As you can see, the assets folder, the textures folder. You can see textures. This is for getting the items folder, right here, plus the unlocalized name. So in this case, I'm getting the test item right here, and add the PNG extension. Now I'm going to change it up a bit because right now in this test item, you can see when I render it, it says get texture unlocalized name. So whenever I want the texture, it's constantly trying to find the texture in here. Instead, what I'm going to do is just change the way it renders by storing it inside of an object instead of and using that object instead of constantly looking into the path. So actually, I'm going to do that now. So right in here, let's just make a variable, or not a variable. Let's get you know what? Yeah, no. Private buffered image called texture. Now, my hesitation was me trying to figure out, hey, should we pass in the texture here and then just have this be a final variable and then just initialize it here? Or should we instead just get the image here? And I realized, hey, we pass in the unlocalized name for a reason. So let's do it this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to say texture plus, not all of these will have one texture, so this should be good actually, because now we have that flexibility of not having to pass in the actual texture, because we might have multiple for some, we might not for some. So texture equals to textures dot get item texture unlocalized name. And actually, let's run this. You can see the texture shows up. It's that blue cloud. Texture shows up. And we actually want to be using this textures object, or this textures variable we just created. Let's run it now. And it works and it works. That's perfect. That's a lot more efficient. I'm not sure why this is blue right now. Is that because, ooh, what's this? If I make it final? That is weird. I'm not entirely sure why it's blue. Also, is selected in inventory. For that means that when it's selected, because when an item is floating on the ground, it's not just gonna always show the name. We're gonna want it to only show in the inventory, so I set that to true by default, just for testing purposes, just to make sure that the thing appears. But if I set it to false, is just gonna destroy it. But if I set that to false, then it's not going to show up. Now it's just a floating cloud without a name on it. So, in the end, there's two names, the unlocalized name and the displayed name. The unlocalized name is, let's say the item we have is called test item. The unlocalized name is going to be test underscore item without any capitalizations, all lowercase. And that's going to be used to find all of the assets for it. And that's the actual object name, and then this string name is just the display name, which is the name that will be displayed when you're playing the game, and the unlocalized name will never be shown inside of the game unless there's a bug, of course. But yeah. Okay, so I actually don't want it to be capped at 60 FPS. I kind of want there to be an option, yeah, int FPS equals 60. So if we adjust this, we can adjust this later, right? So if I run this now, oh, okay, that makes it a lot faster. Okay, now it should be capped at, you know what, it doesn't even have to be 60 FPS. We can make it 30. That's also good, right? And you know what, I kind of like 60. You know what, let's do 30. Okay, again, why are these turning blue? Well, whatever. And we can do y minus equals to 5 plus equals to 5. Of course, this is just a test item, so this entire thing will be deleted later. But yeah, well, the test item will still be in the files, but it's not going to display. Okay, that's good. It's a little bit jittery, but I think it looks fine. I suppose we could set it to 60. I'm not sure what the... So, okay, you know what? Set it to 60. And this will be changed in settings to either cap at 30 or 60. So let's do that, and let's just mark it. Okay. That's really all I wanted to show. It's just an update, really, on what I'm doing. In the meantime, I will be working on my game, and I'll be working on Sky Factory. Yeah. And, you know, Dr. Peltz, sorry, not Dr. Peltz, Mr. Peltz said, you know, colleges care what kids care about, but not video games. Not as long as there's something that can be turned into a career, or something that you love to do that's not something like video games. And I understand that, and I completely agree with that. However, wait, what is this? Cow bait? Okay, however, I do think, or at least I hope, that this does not count as one of those things. And why do I think that's the case, or that's why do I think I hope that's the case? Well, um, Sky Factory isn't exactly just shoot, shoot and not die. It's not something mindless like that. This Sky Factory series, which I've been doing with my friend, even though I haven't been recording it, honestly I should. But he hasn't played this weekend, and neither have I. I was at a sleepover party with my friends from my old school. Yay! And he just got his second dose, so he's feeling really sick. But anyways, um, Sky Factory, it's a lot more technical. It's not. There's a lot of thinking required, and it's actually got a lot of concepts, and it was coded with the with people like me in mind. For example, people who love to code, people who love to build machines, things that make other things do things, right? Um, and especially coders. The creator even said inside of the section, inside of the bio section, he said, "I hope you enjoy this mod pack, and you have fun creating machines, learning how to create them, and researching ways to better, how do you call it? What would you call it? Efficiency? That's not a word. To better make your, fuck, to make your machines better, something like that. Um, oh, I have some Certus quartz that can be used with Hemi system. But basically, it's like robotics but digitally. That's why I love it so much. It's like I'm not sure if you guys have or whoever's watching this has actually done this, but it's called the what is it? Lego Mindstorm. I actually have the set. I have the set. And it's kind of like Lego Mindstorm, you know. Well, not exactly, but it's kind of like that. It's building robots. In this case, it's factories or machines without coding. Um, so I suppose that would be engineering, right? But either way, it's essentially creating machines, but virtually. Um, Not virtual machines, not to confuse those with virtual machines, but factory machines virtually, which I think is really cool. And I love machines like that. Um, so yeah, I shouldn't have used all those seeds. That's my fault. Dang. Because I can use these seeds for Minicio seeds. So let's do that. Yeah. Now we have. Did I seriously not have enough? Bowl. There we go. 3 Minicio seeds, and I do. Is there such a? Okay, so there's Minicio, Zivicio, Minicio. This can be turned into Accio. Are there Accio seeds? No, you have to craft them with the infusion stuff. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I suppose. And really just I'm assuming whoever's watching this is college man. Hello from the future. Um, Thank you for taking the time out of your day to uh, look at my application. And honestly, if I'm applying, I want to go to the school. Obviously, if I'm applying, so um, please have I don't know. Please have a good day. Uh, Yep. Fuck, I just made this awkward. Um, oh god, why am I hate making YouTube, well, I don't hate making YouTube videos, I actually quite enjoy them, but, honestly, I should just put them all private and send them, that's why I kind of refrain from making them. Anyways, I hope you have a nice day, to that person who's watching, the college review person who's watching, and I hope you find my application interesting, at the least, hopefully. and I don't know, better yet, maybe I'll be accepted. I just cross my fingers. And if you do, accepts me, thank you very much, I'm very grateful. I can't stress that enough. I'm very grateful for the situation I am in. I could have been 100 lives, and that were all very unfortunate in many different time periods. Fortunately, I was able to be me. So see you guys next time.